Another game that looks to be pretty mouth-watering. I was surprised to see the odds as wide for this one as they were actually at Eden Park on Saturday evening. The Blues, $1.20 in the head-to-head market and 12.5-point favourites. Like, obviously the Blues very, very good at rugby this season. We also what they did to the Highlanders in that last 60. But if you're a Brumbies fan or Brumbies coaching staff looking at this number, you've got to be a bit shocked, right, James?
Yeah, I was surprised to see the point start so big. To be honest, I'll be all over that 12.5, is it still?
Mm-hmm.
So I still think the Blues will win, but I think it's going to be incredibly close, a little bit like the last time they met up. Real small margins are going to win this. I still think the Blues have too much strike power to not win. I still think they'll win, but I do think it's going to come down to one big moment in the game, which is probably going to be Beauden Barrett.
Yeah. The way he's playing footy at the moment, right? It seems like you're just not going to stop him from breaking a couple of tackles and running away from the defence for 80 minutes. He's obviously going to be a key player. I actually thought, last time they played in Canberra, it went down to the wire and the Brumbies probably should have won it aside from that drop goal. But the Blues dominated territory and possession. Like, they were camped in the Brumbies 22 their entire first half. Like, that could have been a 15-point game at half time. I don't know, like, what you took from that game, Richard, but you sort of thinking maybe the Blues should have won that by more, and this
absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think I did the week after that game. I had the stats up. I think the territory and position were like 75-80% or something like that first half towards the Blues. So they should have won it by a lot more. And the Brumbies sort of really showed their, how mentally tough they are and how they can just defend and play to that sort of that game plan. So. The Blues will be aware of that, and they might have to have a few more tricks up their sleeve. I think I was on Brumbies halftime, Blues full time in that game, and it should have been that, but then the Beauden Barrett scored that try.
Once again, Beauden was the one who sort of broke the game open there. So
that Beauden Barrett try on the weekend was just the most classic Bodie. The little kind of push. It wasn't even a fend. It's kind of just like he pushes them away, and then he just puts his head down.
Brought back memories of when he scored 4 against the Wallabies at Eden Park. It was the exact same sort of that angling run underneath the posts.
I thought the same though. I think I was very surprised they're 12.5-point favourites. I think the Brumbies have been there's been a lot of disrespect towards the Brumbies in the market
from this podcast as well.
Not from me.
No,
I think like they were underdogs for all 3 of those games they won against the New Zealand teams, and then I think they were 6.5-point underdogs when these teams last met. So I'm more than happy to jump on that. The plus in this game, I think it'll be a lot closer. Could there have been upset? Yeah. I mean, if they can sort of stick to their game plan and the Blues can, have a opening 20, 30 minutes like they did against the Highlanders, I'm sure Liam McDonald will be ensuring that doesn't happen again. But I wouldn't be surprised to an upset. So
fair enough. One other thing you got to be pretty happy about on the Brumbies side of things is Rob Valentini back in the 8 jersey. He missed that sort of 3-game losing streak they had against the Blues, Crusaders, and Moana Pacifica towards the end of the season. Just how big an in is he for the Brumbies, do you think, James? He's been huge for them all season, right?
Yeah, he has. He's a massive body. And I think one thing that the Brumbies do is they just hammer the breakdown. And you saw that in the Hurricanes game in the weekend. The Hurricanes got smashed at that breakdown, lots of turnovers from counter-rucking. And the Blues do the same thing. So this game is going to be so intense at the breakdown. I think there's going to be a lot of slow ball and teams are going to have to resort to kicking. But that breakdown battle is going to be very, very intense. There's not going to be any easy ball for either side because the Blues do it as well. I think they're both the best teams at the breakdown in terms of contesting possession at pretty much every breakdown. So, yeah, man, it's going to be a real battle in there.
Which is an interesting thing because it seems like the trend sort of in rugby these days, it's more going to that zero ruck and everyone wants to get their defence set and flying up. But to see these two teams sort of going against the grain and having so much success with it, maybe something to hopefully, because I do love that sort of, when it's just complete chaos in there and the ball's shooting out and all over the place and you got halfbacks running back and chasing it. It is good to watch. So, yeah, it's good to see what they've both been able to do there. But are we all sort of, I get the sense, we're giving the Brumbies a chance, but we're all probably, push comes to shove, going to back the Blues in a close one. Would I be right in saying that?
Yeah, I'd be happy to take that Blues 1-12 again. I think make the most of that money back special. A couple of good options for you.
Come up in our best bet section very shortly.
Love it.
Yeah. Any other maybe players or matchups to watch or anything before we move on to best bets from this game?
Oh, there's plenty. Looking forward to the battle of the halfbacks and the battle of first fives. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
a lot of CEOs really stepped up. But like you saw when he was out for a week or two, and the Brumbies very much. It was in that Crusaders game, and just the first half, the game plans went out the window. So and Nick White really controls it well. So and Christie's been playing brilliantly. There's plenty of sort of talk in the moment about these halfbacks.
Yeah.
Who's going to be these halfbacks? Christie's arguably the sort of form halfback of the sort of 4 or 5 New Zealand ones that are really in with the shot of the All Blacks, and obviously Bodie. It's Bodie. We talked about him. So I think there'll be a lot to be excited there. And the back rows as well. Actually, I think with Valentini back, it really adds just some size and some strength. And
I was really impressed with Hoskins Satutu last week.
Yeah,
he had an awesome game. He was really disruptive at breakdown time. So
especially with no
which is a big loss for the Blues. So if Hoskins can do that again against this Brumbies pack, that'll be, I think, something the All Black selectors would be very happy to see as we head into the Island series.
That'll be a great, great battle.
Yeah. Get them in the Fiji team together.
Okay.
Love to see that. Anything else you want to touch on, James? Or
I guess another big part of this game is going to be the set piece, the rolling maul. I think from memory, the Brumbies scored two rolling maul tries against the Blues last time. So they'll be sniffing a little bit of blood there. And if they start getting that going, it will make it tough for the Blues. And obviously scrum time, I'm not sure what happened last weekend, but the Highlanders scrum pumped the Blues scrum. So I'm not sure if the Brumbies will see an opportunity there as well. It's not something I expected to see in that game, but the Groots seem to be getting the better of offer in that game. So that's going to be an interesting battle as well. Once you're getting pumped at the scrum time, it can be hard to win a game, and especially in finals footy, especially against the Brumbies, who will be more than happy to kick that corner and maul again till the next penalty and continue that process. So Blues will definitely need to compete and hold their own at set piece at least.
Yeah, and that's what we're thinking, right? Like if the Brumbies get a sniff of blood at breakdown time or the set piece, they're just going to go and pick at that, right? So the Blues, I'm sure that there'll be plenty of time spent on the scrum machine this week because they've got a great scrum as well. So that's somewhere the Blues, not that, like, I mean, they've got All Black packs, All Black props coming out their ears, the Blues, so they should be able to get it sorted. But yeah, so it's certainly something to keep. If they do get a bit of ascendancy early on, the Brumbies there, that's something that might raise a couple of alarm bells in that Blues coaching box.